Welcome to this section, the continuation of the Kingdom of Mari. As we learned in the previous section, few of the pastoral communities started to settle down, and few of them gained power to establish their own rule. These include the Akkadians, Amorites, Assyrians, Armenians, the groups who came as herders, or hired soldiers, gained prosperity. They became prosperous over a period of time and they gained power to establish their own rule. In that, few of them are Akkadians, Amorites, Assyrians, and the Armenians. The kings of Mari were Amorites, whose dressed differently from the original inhabitants and who respected not only the gods of Mesopotamia but also raised a temple at Mari for Dagon, the god of steppe. So we can observe here those who settled, they were able to gain some power, establish their own rule. Whom are the groups that they were able to establish? You can identify them: Akkadians, Amorites, Assyrians, Armenians, over different time zones or different periods. It's not at the same time. You can see it at different periods. So the kings of Mari were basically the Amorites, who just differed from that of the original inhabitants of the Mari region. We need to identify this. They also respected the gods of Mesopotamia. They are not from Mesopotamia, but still they respected them. And they also raised a temple at Mari for Dagon, which is the god of steppe lands. Mesopotamian society and culture were thus open to different people, different cultures. Vitality of the civilization was perhaps due to the intermixture nature and culture of the Mesopotamian society. The kings of Mari, however, had to be vigilant with the herders of various tribes. They were allowed to move into the kingdom, they were allowed to come into the kingdom, but they were watched very carefully. How did we come to know that the kings of Mari are being vigilant with regarding to the herders? The camps of the herders are mentioned frequently in letters between the kings and the officials. So the source for us to know the information that the kings are being vigilant is through the letters that are found between the kings and the officials, in which there is a mentioning about the camps of the herders which were kept at that time. In one of the letter, an officer writes to the king that he has been seeing a frequent fire signals at night sent by one camp to another, and he suspects that a raid or an attack is being planned through this act. So this gives us a clear picture for us that the kings of Mari were having a observation or being vigilant on the camps of the herders. Through this letter, it is making it very clear for us that the officers were appointed to look into the actions of the camps which are happening there, and the officer is clearly mentioning that he is seeing a frequent fire signals at night. So it is very clear they are observing them even at the night time and daytime as well, and they have a doubt on them that they are going to plan an attack. So with this, it makes us very clear and authentic that the kings of Mari are being vigilant towards the herders of various tribes. Stay tuned. We'll catch you in the next section.